Designs 107. I'm the SM Carpick, you are the kings and queens. Today what I have for you guys is a Photoshop tutorial showing you how you can make your own Deadpool YouTube banner. Now I've made another Deadpool YouTube banner style, you could say, on my channel before, so a link will be on screen now if you'd like to go check out that one, and also a link will be in the description, so after the video you can go see that one. What I would like to say quickly is that the duration for this video will be 20 to 30 minutes, I guess, and the difficulty will be 3 out of 5 stars. Now, as you may know of, I'm sick, but I'm on antibiotics around 16 pills a day, so I feel fine. I guess I can make videos. I couldn't make videos before because I just physically wasn't able to. I'm still going to take it easy because I'm still sick. I'm just on drugs, I guess. And yeah. Now, let's see if we can get to 40 likes for another tutorial that will be uploaded tomorrow. So 40 likes, I'm setting the goal for this video. I know you guys can do it. Let's get started. Welcome to the desktop. This is where the magic happens. We're going to get straight into this tutorial by opening up Photoshop. And yeah, so I've already, had a little play around. And what I would like to say is, with this preview image, it was really hard to find this picture that you can find here. So Deadpool flipping over with the car signs and this car lane on the side. Now I ended up realizing that this car lane like this isn't a part of like the pictures available of Deadpool jumping in the air shooting. You'll need to find your own car on the roof laid back with some smoke and that to be able to finalize this effect. Fortunately, I couldn't find that, so yeah. I'm also going to be doing this into a YouTube banner, so we're going to be doing that. I'm going to add my own flair to some of this stuff, so if you don't like it, I guess click away, but yeah. We're going to get straight into it by going to File, Open, and what you can see is I have pictures here. Very valuable pictures. In the assets download in the description below, you'll get some stocks that I'll be using in this tutorial, such as this money PNG and also this one. So this is actually really high resolution photo. Well, not this one. This one is. And yeah. So actually I might try this into a Twitter header because why not? Let's just try this. This is my Twitter header template. Dun dun dun. I love the what it's called, theme track song of the Deadpool trailer. I think it's awesome. So I think he resized it to something like that. Yeah, that doesn't really work out. So we're just gonna straight away do it with the banner, and yeah. So we're gonna grab up our screenshot, drag it onto our banner template. I'm gonna resize this appropriately, so press Ctrl T, hold Ctrl Shift Alt, and just drag down so you can see the Deadpool, I guess, flipping in the air. And I'm gonna actually position it something like this because I want Deadpool to be like the main source of the attraction, you could say, something like that. Now we're going to manipulate this by making a new layer below all these layers that can be found. I'm going to fill this one in with a color. So the color, we're going to press our foreground and use our picker to pick like a really light blue from this picture, and we're going to click once and that's going to be it. So then we're going to press E to grab up the eraser tool, go to our stock image and erase the edges. Now take notice that I'm using a eraser size brush size of around 180 and the hardness is 0, so I'm getting that kind of a soft in kind of effect, if you could say. And then what I'm going to do next is make a new layer above this. I'm going to go to filter, render, clouds. And before I render these clouds, I'm going to just make it black and white as my foreground color and background color. Sorry, all this talking makes me cough a lot. So yeah, I'm still sick, but I understand that you guys would like tutorials, so I'll be doing that. So I'm going to change the mode of this layer to soft light and just bring down the opacity so it looks like it's a part of this. Now what you might see with this little image is that this is blending quite well. So that looks like it's a part of this, but this area is too white and it goes straight to blue. So we're going to fix this up by making a new layer. Grab M for the marquee, for a rectangular marquee tool, and just make a selection around like here. Now go past the post lamp, and then you're going to fill this one in with white. Press Ctrl D to deselect that selection, and then bring up your eraser tool and just slightly and carefully take away the sharp edges on this white one. So something like this. So you can't really take notice, I guess, that this is a different background. I'm also going to lower the opacity on this one very slightly, down to actually like 60%. So I'm going to still get that very slight blue tint. So it's going to be E3, EEF1. So the slightest blue tint. But it's looking a part of the background now. And if you don't know, on YouTube, I've just got the trailer here, which I say it's awesome trailer. If you go to your YouTube channel, you can see that when you make banners, that it has a little area for you know, social links and that. So you want to take notice of that, so they'll like kind of catch the audience eyes. So if you have some imperfections with your banner, that's going to be covered up. So the next thing that we're going to do is bring in the money onto this shot. So we're going to open up our money picture. In my case, it's already open, and this is a really high resolution photo, so it's gonna be, when it's dragged into the document, it's gonna be really large. If you press Ctrl T, press Ctrl minus a little bit, zoom back out, and just like hold shift while you're resizing this, and make the money pretty small, something like the preview. And then we've got something like that. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, grab up my eraser tool, and just erase some of the money. Like this one, I want to keep that one. I'm also going to change my hardness to 100. Just going to select some of this money very carefully. I'm also going to change my size a little bit, even though I am large all the time when I'm hard. Yeah, I'm just joking. So if I press Ctrl J again, because I just erased that edge a little bit. Okay, so we've got something like this with our money. Now this is just one like little area of the money. So if you're gonna, I'm gonna speed up or just cut to like when I've finished placing all the money, I guess, around this photo. Because of, you know, it's actually gonna, actually no, I'm gonna talk with you because of, I've just got some things to explain, like what the fuck is going on with my channel. To be quite honest, like I'm really sick. Now when I mean I'm really sick, like, okay, so level of sicknesses. I actually had to like, I'm getting temperatures of like 39, stuff like that, which is not incredible, so I'm not worthy to be in a hospital or anything, but I am on antibiotics. I've been sick for like a week now, and it's not getting better anytime soon. And that's the problem, like, that's what, like, my main concern is, like, if I don't get better, that's not good. I might have ammonia or something like that, and you know, that shit's not fun. So yeah, I guess that little things like that really does worry me, and it just worries everybody around you, you know, like Fuck, why did I rotate this shit? It just worries a lot of people around you. Like, if you're sick, ever been sick before, like, a lot of people like, oh, are you okay in that? And I don't like doing that, so, yeah. I've got all my money here. I'm actually going to merge all these into one layer because, you know, it doesn't really matter. And, yeah, this is my money. I'm just going to press Ctrl J and resize these down here. I'm going to drag this layer behind Deadpool, but making sure that I can actually see it. So where the... Why can't I see it? Oh, because that's a picture. Lol. I guess I'll just have to erase some of these money around him. So, like that. And what I'm going to do with this one is change the opacity. Actually, I'm just going to go to press Ctrl U and bring down the saturation to make it black and white. And then I'm going to go to filter, blur, distort, glushing blur, I mean, and bump up the blur on this one right up to like 6.6 pixels. And then we've got those little brown areas like that. Press Ctrl J, and this is going to be like our floating money in the background, I guess. Just adds that little bit of depth of field. Something like this. Okay, sweet. So the next thing that we're going to do is merge all of these background monies, I guess, together. Bam, bam, bam. This is going to be background money. This one's going to be render. This one's going to be white background. This one's going to be background. This one's going to be cloud texture. I really love to keep things organized. Yeah. And you might be thinking like, oh, how is, like, he's really sick, he's got a high fever. How does that impact him making videos? Well, I'm going to teach and then I guess I can talk about it. So make a new layer above this, and we're going to change the size of it to like, I don't know, 80 or 90 pixels. And the color that we're going to be using is like a really nice, bright, vibrant color. Something like this. Just click once or twice around this area. Around his hand, I guess. And we're going to go to the opacity, lighten this one. And then press Ctrl U, get the saturation, what we're after. Okay, something like that. I'm going to also drag this one down. I'm going to go to the blur, filter blur, and do glushing blur. And I'm just going to blur this one out, something like this. It's just going to give us that little bit of flair, I guess. And if you don't like it, you don't have to have it. It's just there's a little feature, I guess. And actually, I don't like it, so I'm going to delete that. Okay, so yeah, all my failed attempts, I guess, have really shined through in this tutorial. But I'll end up finishing it with showing you how to make that text, because I guess that's going to make it look cool anyway. So we're going to grab up a text. We're going to find a font that we like. I'm just thinking Babass for this tutorial. A link will be in the description below if you'd like to use Babass for your own use, and we're just going to do red. And it's going to be on his leg, obviously. Okay, so now I'm going to make I'm going to zoom in right into here. And I'm going to right click and do rasterlize type. Grab up my pen tool, zoom in even more to the pixel, and then go something like this, and then make a little curve out like this. Right click, do make selection, press OK, and fill this one in with white. Actually, fuck it, we don't need that little thing. Okay, so we're still gonna zoom in. Sorry, this tutorial's all over the place. I haven't done them for a long time. This is what happens when I don't do it. Bring up your ruler tool and just do it to the bottom of the text, and then make a little box like this, I guess. Now I'm going to zoom back out just to get a feel of how the box is. I think that's great. Then I'm going to fill this one in with white. I'm also going to right click, do blending options, go and add in a drop shadow. Drop shadow, I think this one's worked out perfect. 69, 1, 20, 25, 0, multiply for 0.41, negative 41. Press OK. And we're going to go to File, Open, and open up one of the assets. Deadpool movie poster. Assets. Ah, fuck, I didn't save it. There, it should be in there now. Okay, so this is a concrete texture. This should help us with the applying. Right click and do create clipping mask. Let's create a clipping mask to this little area. It's great. Now we are going to actually erase some of this. So we still have that texture, but not as strong. And I'm going to actually right click and do Control E to merge this into one. I'm going to rough these edges a little bit up by grabbing up my brush tool and using a splatter brush. Now if you haven't used one before, I use them a lot in my tutorials, so I recommend that you go and download a good set that you like. I'm going to make a new layer and I'm just going to press one. Just around here. Okay, then I'm gonna control click this one on the thumbnail of this and just delete a couple of times, like press delete a couple of times, then press Control D to deselect that, delete that layer, and then you have made those changes. To the picture, but I mistakenly. Okay, so if I just go here, press delete. Fuck off. Why is it doing that? Okay, so we have done something like this to get that kind of abstract look, I guess. Now if you press T for your text tool and grab up Babass and do color black, and we're just gonna do D-Jack. Now I don't know the font that he used for this, unfortunately. Yeah, this guy's been a bit of a mystery with his shit. Maybe Captain America might suit this a little bit better. So we're gonna do something like this, drag it out. Okay, sweet. And then it's on that little area. We're gonna right click and do overlay. Actually, just like a different one, just so it's like see-through to get that texture of that concrete, I guess. If we bring this concrete back on, right click and do create clipping mask. Rationalize this type. Right click and do, actually just press Control I on this one to invert that texture. Okay, sweet. Okay, so just press Control I on the texture once it's created clipping mask. That'll invert all the colors, so make all the whites black, etc. So I'll just do an example. Press I, inverted, press I again, back to white. It's a little trick that I learned a long time ago in Photoshop. And then we've got something like this. Now if you clear your guides, we have got that text, and we can move this text by just, I guess, pressing Control G on all this and moving that anywhere we like. So here or there, I think there looks great. I'm also going to grab up the red logo and use that really quickly. So red logo PNG. FaZe Clan. Look what fucking logos come up when I say that. FaZe. Thank you. That's funny. Ew. Yuck. That's just terrible. That's terrible. Save this picture. I'm going to save it onto my assets so you guys will be able to use it. And it doesn't really matter that it's not that big. That's what she said. Because of, like, we're going to be shrinking it down into a miserable puny size anyway. So, it's all good. So, we're just going to crop this one really quickly. And grab up our wand tool, delete all the why won't you let me unlock this? Okay, I'll drag this one on. Bro, let me. Why can't I work with anything? Okay, this is being a bit annoying. Oh my god. You're a cunt, you know that, Photoshop? Okay, so I'm just trying to get this logo available for me to use. Finally, I can use this shit. Okay, so I'm just gonna resize this one down and put it in there. Now I'm gonna just hold shift when I'm always resizing. Change the color of that a little bit by pressing Ctrl U for the hue saturation. Thanks, Motorbike. So yeah, I get something like that, and we get in something like this. So as you can see, if I actually add the final picture, what he used, this effect could be awesome. But this is something really clean that you can do, and it doesn't take too long, I guess. So that's like a real nice little benefit. And what you can end up doing is like putting all your social links and everything on this banner to this side or to the other side, so you can have like a lot of room to say whatever you need to say, like your upload schedule, something like that. So yeah, anyway guys, I hope that you learned something new with this tutorial. If you would like a new tutorial tomorrow, let's see if we can get 40 likes on this video. Last video you gave me 40 likes and I ended up having like 100 views on that video. So if you can do 40 likes on a 100 viewed video, I'm pretty sure you can do 40 likes on this tutorial. Thanks so much for watching it. You know, I'm putting myself out there when I'm sick. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everybody. See you in the next one.